5 products sitting in your home right now are costing you over $600 a year. The replacements cost almost nothing, and every company selling you the original is counting on you never finding out. This is not a list of cheap alternatives that do not work. Every single replacement in this video has been tested, documented, and in most cases used by Americans for decades before billion-dollar companies replaced them with a more expensive version and convinced you the original was inferior. By the end of this video, you will never walk down the cleaning aisle the same way again. In one dish soap, the first thing Americans are throwing out in 2026 is dish soap. The average American household spends between $78 and $130 every single year on dish soap alone. Dawn, Palmolive, Joy, all built around the same base chemistry since the 1940s, same surfactants, new color, new scent, new commercial. Same price increase every 18 months. Here is what the label does not tell you. The primary ingredient in every commercial dish soap is sodium lauryl sulfate. Its job is to cut grease. It does that. But at the concentrations found in dish soap, it also strips the natural oils from your skin with every single wash. The same companies selling you dish soap also sell you hand lotion. That is not a coincidence, that is a business model. And fragrance, the single word on every bottle that legally conceals up to 3,000 individual chemical compounds manufacturers are not required to disclose. Some are benign, some are endocrine disruptors. All of them are on your dishes after rinsing, drying in place, entering your body at every meal. The replacement costs $2 and takes 4 minutes to make. Half a cup of washing soda, 1 cup of white vinegar, 1/4 cup of unscented Castile soap. Mix the washing soda and vinegar first. Wait for the fizzing to stop completely, then add the Castile soap slowly and stir. Transfer into any bottle. One batch lasts 6 to 8 weeks. Annual cost, $14. Dawn on the same schedule, over $100. Same clean dishes, nothing left behind on your plate. Item 2, laundry pods. The second thing Americans are never buying again is laundry pods. The average American household spends between $150 and $200 every single year on laundry detergent. Tide pods, Gain, Persil, all of them built around the same synthetic surfactant chemistry. All of them wrapped in polyvinyl alcohol, a plastic film that dissolves in water and goes directly into your water supply with every single load. In 2021, a study published in the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health found polyvinyl alcohol in treated municipal water samples across the United States. The plastic wrapper on your laundry pod does not disappear. It becomes microplastic and enters the water cycle. Your water company does not filter it out. Nobody tells you this on the packaging. The replacement costs $8 a year. 1 cup of washing soda, 1 cup of baking soda, half a cup of fine sea salt, mix together and store in an airtight jar. 2 tablespoons per load for a standard machine, 1 tablespoon for high efficiency. That is your complete laundry detergent. No synthetic surfactants, no plastic film, no fragrance compounds. Clothes come out clean because the chemistry works, not because the packaging was designed to make you feel like it works. Annual cost, $8. Tide pods on the same schedule, $150 to $200. The difference over 10 years is nearly $2,000. Item 3, Drano. The third product Americans are throwing out is Drano. Every bottle of Drano costs between $8 and $12. The average American household buys 3 to 4 bottles a year. That is between $24 and $48 annually, spent on a product that contains sodium hydroxide at concentrations strong enough to cause chemical burns on contact with skin and permanent damage to eyes. SC Johnson does not put that on the front label. They put it on the back in small print under warnings most people never read. And here is what they will never tell you: it does not work better than what is already in your kitchen. The 13-cent fix has been documented by plumbers for decades. Half a cup of baking soda poured directly into the drain, followed immediately by half a cup of white vinegar. The reaction between sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid creates a pressurized foam that breaks apart the organic material, hair, grease, soap residue that causes most residential drain clogs. Let it sit for 30 minutes, follow with boiling water. For severe clogs, repeat the process twice before calling a plumber. In independent tests comparing this method against Drano Max Gel, the baking soda and vinegar combination cleared standard hair and soap clogs at the same rate, without dissolving the rubber gaskets inside older pipes that sodium hydroxide is documented to degrade over time. Cost per treatment, 13 cents, Drano, $8 to $12. Same result, no chemical burns, no damage to your pipes. Item for dryer sheets. The fourth thing Americans are eliminating in 2026 is dryer sheets. The average American household uses between 150 and 200 dryer sheets per year. At roughly 4 to 6 cents per sheet, that is between $6 and $12 annually, not a massive number. But what is inside each sheet is the reason people are throwing out the entire box. Dryer sheets are coated with a combination of synthetic fragrance compounds, quaternary ammonium compounds, and fabric softening agents. The heat of your dryer volatilizes these compounds directly into the air inside your home. The American Lung Association has documented that scented laundry products, including dryer sheets, release compounds classified as hazardous air pollutants, including acetaldehyde and benzene, into indoor air during the drying cycle. Your dryer vents outside, but the drum itself, the lint trap, and the surrounding air in your laundry room fill with these volatilized compounds every single time you run a load. The replacement costs $12 once and lasts for years. Wool dryer balls, 3 to 6 balls thrown into the dryer with your load. They separate the fabric as the drum turns, allowing hot air to circulate more efficiently. This reduces drying time by 10 to 25%, which directly reduces your electric bill. They soften fabric through mechanical action rather than coating it with chemicals. And they last for over 1,000 loads before needing replacement. If you want scent, add 2 drops of essential oil to 1 ball before the cycle. That is it. No benzene, no acetaldehyde. No compounds volatilizing into your laundry room air. Cost $12 once. Dryer sheets, on the same schedule, $6 to $12 every single year for a product that is slowly degrading your indoor air quality. Item 5. Paper towels. The fifth and final product Americans are never buying again is paper towels. The average American household spends between $180 and $250 every single year on paper towels. Bounty alone generates over $2 billion in annual revenue in the United States. That is $2 billion worth of a product that is used for 30 seconds and thrown away. The math that Procter & Gamble, who owns Bounty, does not want you running is this. The average American uses approximately 2 paper towel rolls per week. At $1.50 to $2 per roll, that is between $156 and $208 per year. Per household, every year, the replacement costs $15 once. 12 to 15 on paper towels, cloth squares cut from old cotton t-shirts, flannel shirts, or purchased pre-cut online. Store them in a basket next to where your paper towel roll currently sits. Use them exactly as you would a paper towel. Toss into a small wet bag throughout the day. Wash with your regular laundry, reuse for years. A set of 15 on paper towels handles everything a paper towel handles: spills, surfaces, drying hands, with one exception. For raw meat cleanup, keep a small dedicated roll of cheap paper towels under the sink for that specific use only. One roll lasts months when paper towels are not your default for everything else. Annual cost, $0 after the initial $15 purchase. Bounty on the same schedule, between $150 and $200 every single year. 5 products, $600 a year minimum. Going directly from your pocket into 5 of the largest consumer goods companies in the world, companies that spend more on advertising research than safety research, more on packaging psychology than ingredient transparency, and more on lobbying against labeling requirements than on any improvement to what is actually inside the bottle. The replacements are not inferior alternatives. They are in most cases the original versions. The formulas that existed before billion-dollar marketing budgets convinced an entire country that the old way was not good enough. Every product under your kitchen sink has a cheaper and safer version the manufacturer will never advertise. Every cleaning aisle in every grocery store is built on chemistry that benefits the company, not your family. This channel finds them every single week. If you know someone still buying any of these 5, send them this video. They do not know what it is costing them. Subscribe, because next week we are going inside your bathroom cabinet. And what we find there is going to cost you even more.